If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking
Just cash.
Hey, it's just a game. What's up, E? What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Oh, doing pretty well, man. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. We are back to the grind. It is Wednesday, and it's just cash. Whoa!
Let's go. Ready?
Let's go. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. We are back at it today, coming at you on this Wednesday grind. Yeah, just looking forward to, a bounce back straight up. We're just going to walk off yesterday. That was the Taco Tuesday of hell. And yeah, man, even PrizePicks, I didn't even notice they went 1 out of 3 on their tacos. So
They
we're
were-
going to...
They were happy about that too, probably, those fuckers.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna goldfish memory that, get back to the grind here, really dial it in for you guys today. So do us a huge favor though. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button before we get started, and don't forget to check out the links to the Discord down below. We got a lot more action coming up this week. I know today, even though it's a bigger slate, kind of feels like more of a mid-size couple games that not even going to be close projections. But we got a lot of stuff going on this week. We got Unrivaled coming up again, a lot more college basketball. Still got NBA in the chats, and Big DZ. Shout out to DZ with the soccer. He's been killing it. So make sure you guys check it out and hop in there.
Yay.
All right, Big Underrated. How are you, man?
Pretty good, man. I can't complain too much. I mean, I will complain, but it's not going to help anything. So I'm just going to continue forward and tell myself, hey, we get to bet for a living. I'm healthy. My friends are healthy. My family's healthy. Can't be mad about shit. And let's just find some dubs today. Yesterday, like you said, it wasn't our favorite day, and that stuff happens. I mean, that's what I think takes it just takes your fucks with your willpower, man. It just messes with your mind. That's the mind fuck of betting. And that's the hardest part to get through, when you have some times that don't go your way and things happen you don't think that are going to happen. And it's about, how are you going to bounce back from those times? Are you going to revenge bet, splurge, do some dumb shit because you lost and you have a fucked up brain from it? Or are you going to get down to the grind to make better plays, learn from it, build it back up, and go back where you were? And I'm going to pick the latter.
Yeah, 100%, man. The landmines are going to happen. We'll get bad days here and there, and one of those metaphorical, you couldn't fall out of a boat and hit water scenario. So, even though the night started off beautiful with our island game that we had big Sears on who came through for us, yeah, things just were, honestly, the second half was pretty crazy in some of those games. So we're gonna walk it off, get back to it today, get it dialed in, and we got some new plays coming at you. I think in some bounce back games for a couple of these guys, and we got a nice middle bet here for a line discrepancy that we'll talk about. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and hop into it.
Let's get it.
All right, so first up, we're going to talk about this Arkansas game, DJ Wagner, and if you guys can still find these lines pre-bump. I know the PRA did bump on Underdog and on a couple sites, but if you can still find it at the 15.5, that's what we locked in on the Discord. And did he post the RA and the PRA, or was it just the PRA?
He posted both, I think. I could double check,
okay, cool.
But I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, now DJ stepping into a much bigger role. They had a, I believe, injury, or definitely an injury, but one of their main players is going to be out for an extended amount of time, maybe even the rest of the season. So he's looking at picking up increased usage here. And of all the props on Arkansas, they really didn't adjust DJ the most. Kind of surprising. It took him a day to even get his lines, with any kind of movement. But still very appropriate. Points moved up just slightly. The PRA moved up by 1, as you can see. So one of the options that we still have available, I think this PR at 12.5 that has not moved, is kind of surprising. Very favorable line, already in his wheelhouse this season. But with that now, hopefully huge increase on the usage, we should see that shot volume go up as well. So 12.5, just way too low. I mean, the guy's playing, in close games, he's playing anywhere from 33 to 39 minutes a game. This last game wasn't so much. And of course, losing that player really hurt the offense. So bounce back spot, they had a nice amount of time to get some practice under the belt, get the team gelling. And I think for this guy, looking for a solid outing here. So 12.5, 15.5 PRA, or the 5.5 RA.
Yeah, man. Makes sense. A huge part of their team is injured. Is he out for the season? Old Boogie?
Yeah, out for the season. Was
so
it a wrist injury, hand injury?
Yeah, that's huge. He was their, wasn't he their number one usage monster? Or one of the top guys? But with their,
Yeah, one of the top guys, but, averaging at least, I would say about 12, 11.5, 12 field goal attempts a game. That's a pretty big void to fill, so they did bump up the other player quite a bit, but him, I'm kind of interested, this low line, even still the points at 10, like that feels extremely low. So bit surprised even not having a payout ding on this as well. So looked like the best value still on the board if you got Underdog.
That became the best value because you liked it yesterday, and all the other props moved except that one, huh? So that's really the one still left.
I think so. We're going to roll with DJ today. I mean, honestly, any of the Wagners have been just absolutely balling. So I love that last name, even just for the namesake.
Wagner, depending on where you're from, is how you pronounce it. Okay, well, big C dots first here. I know that.
What's good, dude?
We miss Big Youngin. Caleb's here. He says, Eating Canes, waiting for the boys. Let's go. Eating Canes. How you like that, E?
Talking my language, man. I had Canes last week. It was so good.
Dale Parker says, free Youngin.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Youngin, man. Hopefully, in all kidding aside, hopefully everything's okay with him. I know he had some important business yesterday, so hopefully he's able to get that attended to, and we'll see him back here soon.
For sure. Ant the Kid says, Goblin protected play on PP. We'll drop one of those. I think it was a $20 protected play, or at least that's what mine was. I currently can't get into my PrizePicks on the desktop, so just hang tight. We'll get something worked out for that. But make sure, again, in the Discord, we'll drop those down there. And we already dropped the middle bet for Big Max here that we're going to talk about in a second. So make sure you guys hop in there. Right on. Dot says free Youngin as well. AOD says fresh haircut. Yo, E, underrated. Undertaker. Let's roll. So just wanted to get down here to the through the comments here, say hello to everybody, and then let you get on it. Coach says he's their number one usage monster. Nice haircut, E. And AOD says Wagner. Need me a nice BBW, says AOD. AOD always has to bring the the interesting element to the stream. I appreciate it. It's fun. All right, well, there we go. We got all the boys in here. What you got for us, E?
All right, well, let's talk about. Oops, sorry, I'm moving the screen on you. I got it. Let's talk about big Wesley Yates coming off of, gotta say, a disappointing performance. Not really from him, but just the team as a whole. Very underwhelming this last game. But they did make a pretty aggressive line movement. So he was at 14.5 points this last game when we played him, and 19.5 PRA. They took the PRA all the way back down to 17.5, and also the points, which I think I got to throw this up here just for that line movement. The 12.5 points is just really low. He's been way more of a shoot first and facilitate. The rebounds I think are kind of sketchy from game to game. And we've seen it kind of trade off between the shooting, the rebounding, or the rebounding and the assisting. But the shooting has definitely been there. I mean, double-digit field goal attempts. I believe he had 9 this last game, but it looked like the team as a whole just really checked out. So gotta love this in a bounce-back spot. Still a favorable matchup, and it is, I believe, a road game. Yeah, it's a road game. But we know Nebraska is just notoriously giving it up from 3, so the usage should be the same for USC. I like Yates here, and I think also Claude deserves honorable mention for a bounce-back spot. He really took a downturn this last game. Only was able to put up 9 points, now 1 and 2. Still played 31 minutes, though, so I do like to see that. I believe Yates, yeah, he still played monstrous amounts of minutes. So far, I mean, coach has pretty well just left him uncapped, and he's just letting him stay out there and do his thing. Like I mentioned with the RA, it's a little bit up and down here, but the PRA definitely makes sense just to kind of encompass everything. But I still like that 12.5 points too. The 12.5 just honestly seems like a shorter route, but I don't want to sleep on the minutes plus potential. So either one of those lines, I think, great for a bounce back spot. And Nebraska, man, that defense has been sketchy. It's been sketchy.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting to see what happens today. Give USC another shot. They definitely didn't come through for us last time, but they've come through for us the few games before, so we got to go right back to them because their lines are dipped a little bit just from that one-off game, so got to give them another shot. I feel you. I'm right with you. And AOD said Wagner. Okay?
Wagner.
I think that's what he meant. I don't know if he wrote it that way or not, but yeah, I like it. Keep them coming, AOD. I like it.
All right, so that'll be out of the USC game. So 2 different plays here. If you guys can straight bet, obviously that's going to be the premier or preferred choice, not premier. The preferred choice. Make sure you're straight betting as much as possible. Shout out to Fliff, man. I swear Fliff is legal like almost everywhere. And in some of the states that don't, I believe you get access to a local book. So make sure to check that out. Straight betting has definitely been the way. But yeah, man, looking for a bounce back in these guys, and I think we can definitely get it here.
You brought up Fliff, and man, Fliff has been so good to a lot of people who don't have books in their state and they don't want to deal with offshore stuff. So shout out to Fliff, like you said, and I can't wait for more books like Fliff or more sweepstakes apps, whatever you want to call them. They're gonna pop up because Fliff's probably making so much money. There's a bunch of them that are probably trying to do the same thing. So it's probably gonna just get better. I'm trying to not get limited. I don't want to get limited until there's new stuff that pops up that does the same thing. Fliff is pretty easy to win.
Oh yeah, and they drop their lines usually pretty early, so they just more or less are waiting on one of the books to drop them, and then they just jump right in.
Mm-hmm.
I have noticed they are a little weary on some teams if the spread is like pretty high. But for the most part, I mean, even later in the day, they'll drop almost everything. I think there's only been a handful of slates where we're, missing one team here or there. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, you can't beat straight betting.
You really can't. And you really can't. And the more people that do it and start learning how to do it. And it's funny, bro, because the laws are trying to make it so, the reputation of betting is getting addicted and fucking up your life and shit, like to that extreme. And then they allow stuff called fantasy betting where you have to parlay, and that's the stuff that's gonna make you ruin your life. Counting on 5 and 6 man parlays, bro. So makes no sense. But we are here to set the record straight, try to help people through that bullshit. Fuck them, bro. FTB? Yes, sir.
Yep. Fuck the bookies. You already know.
Yep.
All right, so we're moving along at a pretty good pace today. We got any more comments, questions, or anything to get caught up on?
No, but still stuck on AUD. Needs him a nice BBW. And then we got C-Dot said that Igor Taco killed him yesterday, which, man, fuck, man. PrizePicks is just in general just sucks. I fucking hate him. So sometimes the tacos work out. A lot of times they don't. It's just a way to get you on their site. Overall, in the end, I mean, maybe you've made a little on the taco, but really, is it worth it having an account on that shit ass site? I don't fucking think so at this point. But that's what he said, and we are at 13 likes, so that's pretty good. We like that part. Try to get to 25 today, guys. If you haven't hit the like, that'd be great. We're at 20 people watching. 975 now. We only need 25 subs for that 1,000. 25.
Oh, hell yeah. You guys are amazing, honestly. It's been a journey, and I mean, we only created this new channel, not even a year ago, like 8 months ago?
Yeah, I think when WNBA started. Or we were a little before that, but I mean, that's when we really got into the daily grind. It was when WNBA started. So, and then we went into the Olympics. The Olympics, that month of the Olympics helped us out a lot too. That was fun.
Oh yeah, no, that was good times, especially with nothing else going on. That was at least something to fill that month off that we completely, overlooked and forgot about.
Right. No, I mean, it was actually good. That's when we actually started murdering Underdog. That's why I can only bet 25 on Underdog now. It's because of the Olympics. And those discounts they kept giving us, remember? They kept giving us those 50, 60% offs. And look at that profit boost you have. Man, I don't got no damn profit boost. Like, I wish. My Underdog is so boring. I don't get any of that shit anymore. I digress.
Yep, I just play light. They've been given. They had something that was going on for the last week. They were damn near giving out a profit boost every other day or almost every day. But yeah, talking about PrizePicks real fast. I know we had a question about the goblins and stuff. Man, PrizePicks is definitely on my shit list for the current moment, just for stupidity for stuff they're giving out. Like yesterday, we got a taco for Tyler Hero, who was the only player on Miami with a questionable tag, and they just keep doing stuff like that. Players coming back from injury, somebody with the Q tag. They had people's money tied up yesterday for forever and then refunded them once the first round of games started. So just, very annoying stuff, but I'm not surprised they're giving out a promo today because of the backlash they got yesterday. Again, just trying to make you play on their site. So you got to pick your battles.
No, that's the thing, man. That's what makes it if you have an overall understanding of betting and you see what they do and how they do it, it's super disrespectful, bro. It seriously personally affects me because I see other people falling for their shit a lot of times and I'm like, no, guys, no. And it's man, it sucks, bro. The bookies are so fucking slimy, and PrizePicks is all pretty with their little pictures and shit, and oh, we love you, and here's this because we... Oh my goodness, it's fucking bullshit. They might as well be in politics, bro. They're terrible. C-Dot says, Fliff is wonderful. Only drawback is the lines are a little juicier on other sites. You can't make multiple SGPs on one slip. That is 100% true. Yep. 100% true. But the thing Fliff does do that's pretty cool that other sites does is they do allow you to... make a live play, and then you can parlay any live play with any other play, which is kind of cool. That a lot of sites don't let you do. Some do, but a lot don't. So Fliff is pretty good for what they offer, I will say. With tackles, they were really good. They had more than most other sites. So, and they're okay with losing. Most sites only let you win a few grand, and they'll limit you. Up to $5,000 maybe sometimes, depending on how long it takes you to get there. I've heard Fliff lets you win $15,000, so that's pretty good for a site. So, gotta give it up to Fliff. Can't hate them. I thought they were a little fruity at first, and you're right that the lines are juicier, but they got to make their money too because they do allow other things, and it's way better than betting on PrizePicks where it's super juicy and you have to parlay. So, but you're right, bro.
Yeah. And they have live betting too for some things, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, a lot of things. They had more tackles than any other site I had when I were doing live. They would always have the extra guys that they shouldn't have sometimes, and I was like, oh, okay, Fliff, let's go. Coach 91 Bet says started this baby in July. Just cash, baby. So July.
Oh shit.
July,
There we
that's shit, man. We've only been fucking around on here for 8 months or so. Less?
Yeah.
7-8 months?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
less than that.
Not bad. Okay. Well, let's keep it moving. We need 25 more subs. If you haven't subbed yet, guys, hit the sub for us. We'd appreciate it. Hit the like again and get some more college people in here. And what you got, though? CMB? Going back to big CMB, huh? And if you guys got any questions, too, or any players or any plays you want to talk about, throw them in the chat, too.
Yeah, let's talk about CMB here. He's kind of surprising they're leaving him still at this line. He was at this line the last game in, honestly, obviously a tougher matchup. They got beat by 20, but now back at home, this is gonna be a really high-paced game. This side of things, they get a really good pace up from Florida, and I mean, this guy's been just, putting it down, to say the least, just absolutely crushing this fantasy line. He had a couple of misses here in some really tough matchups. We know Mississippi State's no joke, and they played Alabama the game after that, where Alabama just absolutely beat the brakes off of them. I know the score looks a little bit closer than what it actually was, but Alabama was basically leading by 30, like damn near the whole game. But home road performance definitely favors him back at the house. He just plays absolutely lights out there. I love the matchup here. Love the game total, pace, all that good stuff. So the only scary part is, yes, I believe it's an 11.5 point spread, but this team's been very competitive. Florida's looked a little bit sketchier on the road as a whole. They play down to most of their competition. I think they can hang around here. Really solid team against a 3-point shooting, so that should limit some of the scoring upside from Claude and a couple of the other shooters. So just in all honesty, as long as they keep the game within 20 points, dude's going to go out and play his minutes, do his normal thing. So barring any egregious blowout, I like him for this spot. And until they move his lines, I think we just, go back to the well one more time.
I'm with it. It's a fantasy score, so we do got to play it on the poo-poo sites. So if you had to play it, well, if you wanted to play it and you have to play it on, is it PrizePicks the only spot?
Yeah, I believe he's bumped up on Underdog, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's 33.25.
Okay, so if we have to play it on PrizePicks, do you have a pair, or do we just do whatever we like and use him on PrizePicks? Because that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to play PrizePicks at all, but if I must play that fantasy with you, pause, I think. But if I must do that on PrizePicks, I'll find something.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel pretty good about just playing it safe with Big Barney here. 14.5 points is really, really favorable.
That's right. I forgot you're on that one.
I think he's good for a 2.25x, so it's not even just a low 2x. But yeah, this dude's been an absolute monster at the house. They're back home coming off of a really tough road game against Michigan. Love this dude's play style. Much easier matchup. Honestly, he's like a walking 20 bomb damn near, but really, really consistent player. Plays an outrageous amount of minutes, no matter what the game script is. So I like him. Feels like a pretty solid play, and I would say some of his lines are in play. Like, you could definitely run the straight up points. I think also the PR is very live for him today. Pace up matchup, all that good stuff. Just need the game to stay close.
Okay. You sold me. I'm in. Brooks, 14.5, and
Big Doyle.
Yep. I'm in. Let's go. Big boil
Sweet.
on his toe. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about Christian Jones here. I think a very interesting find,
Yes.
and one that the books really aren't on yet. So we've seen him in the last 4 games. Coach finally made the decision, and you can see also over the last month that they've really been kind of working him more into the team as a whole. He dealt with a bit of an injury here and had, limited minutes in both these surrounding games here. They did give him a spot start at the beginning of the season. It was the second or third game of the season. Oh, fourth game, sorry. But when he was still getting used to the offense and everything and just kind of thrust in there, they got beat by 20. Team really struggled to score as a whole. So the assist and playmaking was very low for him. But now coach finally made a decision, put him back in the starting five, and he benched the other point guard. So now he's going to be running a lot more offense. And we've seen just in general his shooting obviously going way, way up. But the minutes continue to climb too. He only played 26 minutes in this game, but he did have 4 fouls and was well on pace to play another 30-plus minutes. So I like him coming off of what might be potential season high potential for this guy. 19 field goal attempts is pretty crazy, but he did play 41 minutes, and they're just running the offense a lot through him. So the fact that they benched the other point guard, whose minutes took a dramatic downturn, he went from playing like mid-30s to barely cracking 20 minutes. Last game, I think he played 19 minutes. But this is the guy, he offers way more scoring upside than the other guard, who basically only 3 to 5 points a game, a couple double digits here and there, but nothing crazy. Coach really likes him. He's giving him the full green light. And we also get another benefit they had a starter who got injured, came back for the last 2 games, was playing off of the bench and in that role. But I think today we see him actually move back into the starting 5. So that's going to be a boost to Christian Jones' playmaking and just overall potential. I don't want to necessarily sleep on the scoring upside, but with the starter coming back and trying to see how they gel, that makes me a little bit hesitant. Plus, he's a rookie, so we've seen the rookie struggles. He can go out, shoot the ball 9 times, and just end the game with 4 points. But they are running the offense through him, as I said. So 2.5 assists seems just extremely low for what we've seen over the last 4 games. Feels like another one of those props that the books are just, and even the field for that matter, completely overlooking this guy. And I think we got to have some interest. So 2.5 assists, way too low. And it's a 155.5 total. So we cannot be mad at that. Nice pace up spot for them as well.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you showed me that earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a play we got to put in. So I'll definitely find that somewhere to play that as a single play. What are the odds? Do you know what they're supposed to be?
They are... So looks like Bet365's got the best odds, 165, and then Caesars and Underdog.
Okay, so they are making you pay that. That's a lot of juice. We're gonna have to find something we really, really love to play with that, which is fine. Is there a money line?
Do you want to?
What's up?
Well, do you want to see if Fliff has props for this game?
I can check. Yeah, I can check. I was looking on Heritage right now because, like C-Dot said, if it's on Fliff, cool. But if you have other sites that have it, usually you're going to get a little bit better odds. So I was looking on Heritage here. But I will say, Heritage doesn't let me parlay as much as Fliff does. So kind of got to look through and see what you can do. But I will look at Fliff here. Where are we at? George Washington, right?
Yeah.
George Washington.
Against the mass.
They don't have him. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to find him on a different book, or play him on a poo-poo fantasy site.
Cool.
Trevor's here,
Well,
Big Trevor's here.
Oh, what's up, dude?
He says, do you guys like Wade Taylor 13.5 points? Sorry to throw you off that. I just figured we might as well hit it up.
No, you're good. Wade's definitely interesting. Like we've seen his coming back from this injury. He was out for a little bit. Did he start this last game? That I don't remember.
Man, Texas A&M has been tough. 24 minutes.
Yeah, they have. So, I mean, he did come back. He only played 24 minutes. Maybe the minutes could have been a little bit better with the 3 fouls. I need to actually go back and look at that because, I mean, if he had two early fouls or some first half struggle where he lost out on a little bit of minutes, but he is coming back from an injury, so honestly not surprised playing 24 minutes. I mean, the minutes are going to ramp back up, so probably looking closer to maybe 28 minutes. He could even go all the way up to 30 again. I like the shot volume. Let's check the matchup here real quick. It looks like they're favoring his overs right now too. Oh yeah, so this is gonna be an interesting matchup, man. Ole Miss has been pretty solid. I definitely gotta give them credit. They've been playing some really, really good ball. But man, this guy's lines are low. Like these lines are very low. You can see he's pretty much been right at this level all season. I'm going to take a shot and say his season average is probably closer to 14.5. So we are getting a discount, but at the cost of unknown minutes. He was definitely on the radar, man. It's just the minutes is the only question mark. If he's playing 30 minutes or more, I think we're looking good. If he's playing less than that, then don't know.
AOD says, rolling up a fat one. Hey, I didn't even have time to roll me up a fat one. I got this little vape pen thing I'm gonna have to make do with until the show's over. But smoke them if you got them. AOD says so. Yeah, man, we appreciate that. And the kid says Doug McDaniel over assists. DUG Doug.
Yeah, we'll check that out here 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Was just curious to see, is it a pace up, pace down? It looks like it's just slow versus slow. Barely a 141 total. Should probably even be 140, but that scares me a little bit. It is a road game. It's a low line for him, though, man. I will say that 13.5 points is really, really low. All right, what was the next question? Sorry.
There you go. Doug McDaniel over assists.
Yeah, looks like a pretty solid spot. Bottom 305 assists allowed per game. Pretty decent on the season. Not too happy seeing the last 5 struggles, last 10 games. Looking a little sketchy there. St. John's is pretty tough. I get that. Wichita is pretty cake matchup. Kind of surprised they got the break speed off of them. Cincy, yeah, that makes sense. Slow game. It's not bad in, I believe it's a pace-up spot for their side of things. It's a pretty appropriate line, though, man. I will be honest. It's a good spot, so I can see it. On paper, it makes sense. Wouldn't be surprised if he ended the game with 4, though. What's his odds? I'm curious.
Yeah, he said 3.5 assists is what he's looking at.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Coach says, Coach threw out an answer for one of the questions. He said, Wade Taylor 13.5 is right on the line. Ole Miss has good defensive guards. I still think Wade isn't 100% despite his double-digit shot attempts he had in the first game back. So Coach sounded like he would pass on that play just because of the injury, him not being all the way healthy.
No, I agree. He averages a little closer to 15 points a game, so I mean it is a discount, no doubt, but again, at the cost of just unknown minutes. He could even go out and play like 24, 25 minutes again, and you're really hoping for efficiency.
Okay.
All right, so real fast, just wanted to see pace up, pace down for Doug McDaniels. 104. I think Baylor plays at a bit of a down pace. Yeah, so it is a pace down. Baylor's defense is pretty decent, I will say. So that is a thing, but it's an appropriate line for him.
All right. Lordkiss says DJ Wagner over 9.5 points, so he must have missed the beginning of the show because that was already something we were on top of the list, actually. So
yeah,
cool. Yeah, if you can get the 9.5, sounds good. I see it's 10 and 10.5 in a lot of spots, so 9.5 seems like a good little play.
Yep, we like DJ today.
For sure.
All right. Before we hop into more questions, I think we talked about most of everything here. So we just wrapped up about Christian. Let's talk about one of the coaches' plays that he was pretty high on and actually think this is a really solid one. Big Malik. We got him traveling, I believe, out to California, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they are on the road, but this guy's been a house, man. I think we're getting really appropriate lines for him. and a really favorable matchup. So I think personally he offers a lot of scoring upside. He's been really thrives on offensive putbacks, getting to the free throw line, and not really much of a, I would say, formidable matchup. They don't really have too many bigs that can hang with him. So if they can't contain him, I mean, he should absolutely wreck them on the glass, which could be, what really puts us in a ceiling performance. But I love, at least as a baseline, this guy's scoring on average 15 points. That's a good starter. So we just need the rebounds to carry over. 23.5 looks like a solid look today. How you feeling about that?
Makes sense, man. Makes sense. And also, I mean, if Coach pulls that out with all these different plays in all these games, I got to ride with it and just see what's going on with that. Because Coach doesn't pull out plays like that and be like, this is one of them, unless he, he's on top of it. So Lord Kid says, bet, appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's all good. E likes looking at different plays. So if anyone else out there has any plays, throw them in the chat. E will take a look at them. That's what's up, guys. 16 likes. We need 9 more for good luck on all of our bets and yours. So if you haven't hit the like yet, hit the like, please. E, where are you at now? Big Maxine?
Yeah, so let's talk about Max, mostly just because of the line discrepancy. So Underdog had him at 44.15 and PrizePicks had him at 39.5. So clearly much different lines. The fact that they do that, this honestly just sets up for a perfect little middle bet. If you were to ask me, I think he could definitely get over, the 44.5. He just needs to have a really solid, really ceiling performance. It hasn't really been in the wheelhouse as far as that high number. Now, I think the 39.5, totally doable, but this one, he's really been struggling to get there. It's mostly just off of the back of how inflated his point line is. 23.5 is by far the highest he's been. I mean, we felt pretty good about him this game. What he was at, 20.5 or 19.5? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 19.5.
Mm-hmm.
So he's barely getting 20 to begin with. I mean, we've only seen it in every other game here. And then after this game, they decided to go ahead and bump him up. He was 19.5, came out, dropped 25. So you're telling me this dude went from 19.5 point line where he missed. He was at 18.5 here, and then they moved it to 23.5. Stop. That's just outrageous. There's no injury news or anything to make this inflated. It's definitely a good matchup, so I'm not even gonna, I'm not gonna BS you there. It's a solid matchup for him to do his thing. It is a tougher rebounding spot. That's actually going to be the thing that he could potentially struggle the most on, which, I mean, kind of carries a lot of weight in his fantasy. You can see that too. So he's going to have to go out and be insanely efficient, hit his highest point prop of the season in order to get over the fantasy line. Me personally, I like the guy. I like the stuff that he brings to the table, but seeing this line discrepancy is just pretty crazy. So we got to go under this 44.5 and over the 39.5. That makes sense, right?
It makes sense. I mean, if there's going to be that big of a discrepancy, you kind of got to take advantage of it. That's crazy. 5 fantasy point difference from a one click over on your tab. You gotta try to take advantage of that. And I know Coach was saying Miami's that shitty, and they have to travel all the way across the country. So I'm sure that's a huge part of why his points are inflated. But then when you're gonna get a 5-point discrepancy there in his fantasy, you might as well take advantage. So, I mean, even if he does somehow figure out how to get over that 44, you can still look back over at your 39 and say, oh, well, we're all right still. We still profited. And if he ends at 40, 41, 42, 43, you double your money. Quadruple your money. So you're good there.
Yeah, which we actually did the day before in Discord. They had another discrepancy with this. We took the over and the under, and he stayed under by like 0.3 or 0.2 or something like that. But I mean, this is an insane line difference, so got to have some action on that. Would you? I would assume, just thinking of underrated's betting mind, I would assume you would favor taking the under.
Oh yeah,
as the heavier portion of the bet, and then hedge it back with the over.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly probably won't even hedge the over. I'll just play the under just because I love unders, and it's probably not the smartest thing to do, but I just don't care. I'll live with it, I don't have expectations, and I know what I'm doing in that regard, so I'm like, I'd rather roll that way. But it could definitely work. I don't know, man. I don't know if Brooks is the answer 100% like you do, because I don't really know about him. So it's harder for me to say, that second play is going to hit, because I want nothing more. I would hate to have it middle and then the other play miss. So I'm like, I'll just take one little chance here instead. But if you love that Brooks play, I feel what you're doing. Makes sense.
So you could do one of two things. You could either take the Brooks for 14.5. Mostly I like that because it's just such a leap from a lot of the goblins that they're offering today. Or I think we could also take Big Yates for, I believe they have him at 9.5 points. So either one of those options.
I might look to something that's just not even college basketball. Just anything that I could think of, or I don't know. I like the alt passing yards is kind of my go-to thing. Kind of look at those, and who knows. But I'm sure there's something we could find. I just don't know what it might be. So my betting mind just says, I hate PrizePicks anyway, so I'll just watch you do it. You asked me. That's my honest answer. I just don't even like taking the time to play on these sites as much as I used to. Like, fuck them, bro. They both limited me, so it makes it not fun.
One thing I'll say real fast about Brooks that I think is really interesting, he's going to be going up against this guy, Luke Good, who's kind of Luke Bad, but he's a decent shooter. I'll give him credit for that. He's a 3-point sniper. But this dude is playing zero defense. I'm talking 0.5 stocks a game kind of guy. Like, this dude is not playing any defense. Brooks should be very, very crafty, be able to get to the rim. He's even lost out on minutes some of these games too. Potential for foul trouble. Just seems like a really solid spot for him. And honestly, with the fact that not Nick, who's their other guy? One of the other dudes who's been shooting. Maybe it is Nick. Am I crazy? Yeah, Nick, man. Nick's been on just an absolute tear lately. He's due for some kind of regression. There's no way this dude's going to be averaging 20 points a game over here. So if that trade-off happens, Brooks is the, I think, direct beneficiary of it, because it's basically just those two players and then fall in line for whoever else.
Okay. Ant has a couple ideas too. He said Dickinson, Davion McKnight, and Wade Taylor Goblins are all super low also. So you could ride with those as well. I was looking at McKnight yesterday. It's interesting.
I do like Hunter Dickinson today. I won't lie. He's got some really good history in this matchup. He's been a stud all season. I mean, the dude's 7'2". I think he's going up against 6'8" or 6'11", something like that. But decent height advantage, pretty much same size guy. But yeah, this dude's been a monster, man. Absolute monster. Let's see, McKnight. So we talked about Wade Taylor and McKnight. Now his points are already super low for a reason. He's more of a PRA guy. Like if we can get a goblin on that, I would absolutely love that. I think they're also going to give us his assists pretty low. If I'm not mistaken, he might have a 2.5 assist goblin. That would be extremely appealing. But the scoring, man, you got to be careful with this dude. He could totally end the game with 9 points. What's his goblin at, do you know?
I don't know. He just said it's crazy low, and I don't have PrizePicks up because they can fuck off. Oh, sorry.
Let me see. I'll look real fast. Oh, yeah, see? And they have his assist as the favorite play on Outlier.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, actually. It was his assist last night.
Is this just his normal line? Damn. Okay, he might even be at 2.5 assists. Let's see. Yep, look at that old P. I see it right there on the... Yeah, this play might be just straight up free.
But I think that 2.5 might be a goblin, even though they don't say it on Outlier. You know how they do?
No, that's what I'm saying. Because he was asking about the goblin plays, right?
Gotcha. Yeah. He wasn't asking. He was just saying these are good ones, too.
Oh, yeah. No, that one's definitely a banker.
Okay. I wonder what they're paying out for that. But yeah, he's been killing that. Now, St. John's is no slouch, but we shall see.
No, they're not. They've been upsetting some teams lately. All right, man. I think that was most of everything that we really had to go over. Let me see, Big Coach. Coach said we're crazy sleeping on Max. I'm not. I promise, man. I'm not sleeping on them. I love just everything that he brings to the table. I'm just looking at pure line movement and where the hell they're thinking and what happened last game. Like, how did we go from there to there?
Oh, you know what? Sorry, this wasn't about Max, but I saw something awesome. I see what you're saying, Eric. Eric too. I see Eric too. If you're listening to the stream, he's in the Discord too. Do you see what he's doing there, bro? That is monumental, and that's what Dot was just talking about. They're allowing you now to double up your same game parlay, so you can do 2 from one game, 2 from another game, and put the whole parlay together. They never allowed that before. That's huge. I know, but then you gotta talk stupid NBA or something, but because they don't give you alts in college. But yeah,
No.
that is a cool little bonus for the normal bets, the NBA bets and stuff like that.
Let me see real fast if we can.
I wish they had
build
alts.
that little.
Why don't they have alts in college on Fliff? Losers. That'd be tight. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you, Big E. Big E2. Big E. And then Nug says Big E2 said he wants 10K tonight. He's going big.
I would love to see that today.
Right.
Man, this goblin build is going to be super obnoxious. So, I mean, even just a 3-leg at best, you can get like a 1.7 or 1.8. So you're going to have to go up to a 4-leg on straight goblins just to get what, a 2x basically. I might not even play that, to be honest, man. That just seems like a straight waste of money.
Yep, I'm not. Fuck all that. But I am going to play some type of max play over because Coach is making me do it now. Because if I don't, and then he balls the fuck out, and I look at Coach after the game, well, I look at him on the computer, and then he looks at what I typed, and I say, no, I didn't play any max, and then he says, you never play my plays, I'm going to sleep. And then I say, damn, Coach was right. Why didn't I play that? I don't want that to happen. And I don't want Coach to go to sleep early. C-Dot says, Fliff's allowing that? Oh, shit, multiple SGPs now. Oh, shit. But the thing is, guys, damn, that is sick. But fuck, man, you gotta bet NBA to do that, don't you? Or maybe you can same game parlay. Yeah, we don't really same game parlay with college in the way Fliff lets you do it. Damn. Man, when Fliff allowed that super unders for that 1 week, damn, didn't take advantage. That was crazy.
The double, triple-double unders.
Bro, they had all the just for tackles, for example, they had everyone at 9.5 tackles, no matter if you were a cornerback and usually get 3 or not, you could just stack them. It was like when they used to have those double unders. They used to have them at decent prices. Remember we were stacking them and just winning $100 a day, basically? That shit was fucking amazing. They don't have that anymore. Bastards.
All right, man. I think that's going to be about it for us today. You got anything else? We got any more questions?
No, Ant says it's protected. LOL, might as well. But yeah.
So just to, I guess, clarify like what their protected thing means, you only get the money back in credits, and then you still have to spend the credits again. Even if you win the lineup, I think, does it pay in credits or does it pay in just straight cash?
I'm sure it pays in credit.
Let's see. Let's click to learn more. Let's see if it says.
Oh, it'll be in really small. You're gonna have to get out magnifying glass for when they tell you that part. It'll be at the bottom.
Yeah. So check this, and this is how they keep getting people. So think about the fact that you're playing a promo to get credits if you win, And if you lose, they give you credits. You can't withdraw credits, so you still have to win another slip on top of that. Even though, like, yeah, it's free, it's credits, whatever, but you still, in the long run, in order to take this money that is yours already and get it back to yourself, you still need to win another slip on top of that. Just think about that. And that's why, like, I hate PrizePicks. They're ultra scumbags. They're the only bullshit site that does this. At least Underdog, when they're doing their profit boosts and stuff, it's a boost to credits. It's not like, oh, I needed to jump through some crazy hurdle to get this. Like, no, I can play a bunch of alts, I can play a bunch of BS things, get a boost on it, and then get paid out in credits and get paid out with my normal line. Whereas PrizePicks is just paying you out in credits, and you still have to use the credits to get money. Like, that is insane scumbaggery.
Scumbaggery. There's this one site called BetDSI when I first started betting, like 6 years ago, and I didn't even really understand the what do you call it when you have to bet? Oh, the rollover. Basically what you're saying, it's one times rollover. When you win this little bet on PrizePicks, you got to play it out to win it back. They had like 20 times, and they don't tell you it either. You just get a little bonus, and then they're like, oh yeah, you have to play 20 times how much money you put in. So if you deposit 200, give you 200 credit, you have 400. And then they say you have to play 20 times that money before you can withdraw. So they make you play $8,000 of plays. And it's not even $8,000 of what you played. It's also what it is like. They have to be within minus 150 and plus 150. And then they also, whatever you play, if you win a certain amount, you only get credited back for that amount off your rollover. So you're basically playing $10,000, $12,000 of plays before you can withdraw. That's all in the small print. So they get everybody who doesn't know what they're talking about. Oh, I get an extra $200 to bet with? Yeah, but you got to play $12,000 worth to get it out. That's
and that's where you got to read the fine print too. And at least, you know, if I had to pick my poison between PrizePicks and Underdog, at least, again, you know, as I said, if I was to slap this 50% boost on all these plays right here, I'm going to at least get my cold hard cash back from whatever, you know, the 1.7, the 1.8, whatever, you know, if I'm doing alt numbers, I'm going to at least get my money back immediately from that, make a small profit that's actual cash in the account, and then they give me credits on top of that to spend out. Not here's only credits that equal more play. Not like, oh, we gave you your money back and credits. No, here's just credits.
Like I was saying before, bro, it's disrespectful how they are, but that's how most books are. It's not like PrizePicks is really worse. I know what you're saying, Underdog doesn't do it that way, so that's better, but most sports books I've been on are even worse. Just the rollovers are worse, bro. It's crazy. J Nug says, free my boy Big Wet. The snow got him on house arrest.
Oh, yeah. Southeast got wrecked yesterday.
I seen Big Wet in this chat for the first time, I want to say. I don't know if it's the first time, but it's one of the first times he came up. He just said free youngin'. That was Dale. I know who you are, Wet. I'd be seeing you. Don't think you're getting away, Dale. Big Dale. Ant says, I've been on Chalkboard more than PrizePicks and Underdog.
Smart.
Chalkboard?
Smart.
Chalkboard, though, man, they pay out pretty shitty, too. Coach says scumbaggery. Bro, it's all scumbaggery. That's why we got to figure it out together and not do revenge plays and nuke plays when we lose and just that whole mental thing they try to get us on. We got to help each other, not give our money back to these fucks. C-Dot says, I was just thinking about that to Ian the other day. Y'all remember that? The exact same thing E just said. They're making you play through your money twice to withdraw once. Sounds like a scam. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, you go on these offshore sites, even these, I don't know how FanDuel and those work because I haven't got to use them, but bro, 10 times rollover. Not 2, not 1. This is 1 times rollover. They get 10 times. That's a normal thing. If you put in 200, get 200 back, you got to pay 4,000. You got to play $4,000 worth before you get to play. That's how they get you. Those addicted people who go around and try to find bonuses so they can keep playing, they're never getting their money back. Coach says, any app that requires more than one play sucks nut. Yeah, that's pretty much all of them, bro. PrizePicks lost me for fair betting when they limited tacos and free squares to $5. Ant the Kid, I am fucking with you, bro. I am the same way at $5, bro, and it fucking sucks. Oh my God. Fucking hate them. And like I said, I switched to a new account somehow they figured out it was me and they bumped the shit down to $5 in like a week. So they know what they're doing. Fuckers. Anyways,
They know.
rant over. Hey, what does I digress mean? Am I using it the right way if I say it? I
Yeah,
digress.
I mean, it's like moving on.
Oh, I'm going to start using it. Ooh, I love it. Okay, new word today. For me. All right. I digress.
Alrighty, man. I think that's about it for today. We're definitely going to continue some of this chat in the Discord. So, again, make sure you guys check that out. Still running the links down below. 7-day free trial. And I think that's about it for today, man. Pretty cut and dry. I believe we got another decent-sized slate tomorrow. I unfortunately have to take my dog to the vet tomorrow, so we will be taking the day off from streaming, but we will definitely have plays, all the goods, all the overnight leans for you guys in the Discord. So again, make sure you check it out. Underrated, you got anything else, man?
Nope. Just good vibes and wishes to the doggy tomorrow. Hopefully that works out good and there's nothing big and it's be all good. That's what matters most, man.
Appreciate it. All right, y'all. We are going to get out of here. Good luck tonight with your bets. Looking for a nice bounce back performance. Also, shout out to Big Coach, rocking in the Discord, our CBB master.
Big coach.
Good luck tonight. Yes, sir. Good luck tonight. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Well, catch you Friday, actually.
All
All right, y'all. Peace.